When I was younger, I thought 40 was just so far up there. Like, you're a grown-up at that point, right? And so I feel like I should have the things together, but I don't have it all together. And I'm learning that that's okay. I want to make sure that I'm setting myself up for success, and that part of that success is making sure that I'm financially free. My name's Isaac Diaz. I'm 40 years old. I make $75,000 a year, and I live in Los Angeles. Being from San Diego was amazing, but I did move right after high school up to LA to go to college, and I basically never left. And what I really, really love about LA is that it's where you want to be if you're pursuing a career like I am in the media industry. It's the Mecca. There is no other place that is so concentrated with these types of creative professionals, and the networking is incredible. I've met an amazing set of friends here. When I was younger, I had a credit card and maxed it out on who even knows what it was, just stuff that I didn't need, but there was no one to tell me, hey, this is how you navigate a credit card, or this is how you use credit. There was a time where my credit just wasn't very good. I didn't have any savings. I didn't know anything about retirement accounts, 401k, investments, none of that. And so once I started talking to my peers and my friends, I started saying, hey, they have things going on. They're buying property, or they're investing in things. And I just started asking questions and reading a lot. And so I sucked it up and said, I'm just attack my debt full on. I don't have any credit card debt. Thankfully, I pay that off every month if I do use my credit card. I've been able to knock down my debt little by little. I want to knock out all this debt so my debt to income ratio is much better for when I do go and pursue property, when I do go get that loan to be able to get property that I've been striving for a long time. While I am pursuing these goals, I still need to live my life. I'm a big LA Chargers fan, and so I budget in season tickets. And every year I have a fee that I share with two other friends, and we have such a great time. We travel the country, see other football stadiums, and follow our team. We always try to do at least one away game every season. So my health is something that I've really been prioritizing over the past year. At the beginning of the pandemic, with gyms closing, I just ate whatever I wanted. I gained quite a bit of weight, and I got to a point where I just was not healthy, and I was tired all the time. I did not want to feel that way. I bought some resistance bands. I pulled up a couple YouTube videos and just started working out. I started running in my neighborhood and shed about 30 pounds. Now that gyms are open, we can now go back, which I'm so grateful for, because there's so much more equipment that we can utilize at the gym. For me, it's well worth it, especially if I'm going 4 to 5 times a week. But I feel amazing. I feel great. If I can work out outdoors, or if I can run outdoors, that's something that I really enjoy. Being a freelance producer, video producer especially, is a very tough road. If you don't put in the work, you're not gonna eat. And I needed to pay bills. If I didn't get work, I wasn't paying my rent. There was no food on the table. That was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I'm sitting here 35 years old and having to move from an apartment that I was maintaining on my own back home with my parents. I felt I was in a really dark place at that time. I didn't have any job opportunities. The freelance was dried up, and I did not feel very successful at all. My mom actually helped me say, hey, look, you need to get up, you need to dust yourself off, get back out there. That really helped me get back on my feet and got me back to being consistent, and honestly just built my self-esteem back up. If it wasn't for mom, I don't know where I would be right now. I did meet a lovely woman last year. There was a lot of video dates. There were a lot of tests to make sure that each other felt safe. And we even went as far as to moving in together recently. Things happen in life. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. But I take the lessons from that and I'm trying to move forward. Being fresh out of a relationship is not the easiest thing in the world. I know a lot of people can relate that breakups aren't easy. So right now I don't really have an apartment of my own per se, or even a place to stay. So I'm staying with friends and family. And so just keeping my head up through this time as well. But living out of a suitcase is not fun. Growing up, money really wasn't something that we talked about in the family. As I got older and as I started navigating my own journey, it's become more important because it's necessary. Investing is something that's been very important to me, and it's something that I'm still very new at. But I do like to be able to put money somewhere and see it grow. One of those is crypto. I've diversified a little bit into other crypto coins, Ethereum, Dogecoin. I believe I've more than doubled my money at this point. And so I'm trying to figure out, do I put more money into it? Do I take my initial investment out? I haven't made that decision yet. I had the opportunity to invest in a 401k in past positions, but I just was not savvy enough. I didn't like the idea of money being taken out of my check. I didn't understand that, no, this is a good thing. You want to have this money taken out of your check. I definitely feel like I'm playing catch up financially because there's a lot of my peers that are much far ahead. But at the end of the day, it's what do I do with my money? And I feel like I'm making much, much better decisions now, and I'm able to get ahead now. Being 40 doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. Being 40 doesn't mean that you have to have all those things that you thought you needed to have together. It's something that I'm learning. Now, I am working full time, thankfully in a job that I love and that I'm passionate about, but marriage and kids, that just hasn't happened for me yet. And I'm okay with that. And now I can take what I've learned in my 30s and apply that to my 40s, things like the finances, things like paying things off, or even buying property, or just enjoying life. And so that's what 40 presents to me. Hey, enjoy your life. Just have a good time.
Happy birthday to you.